Alright guys, how are we doing tonight? Tonight's review is going to be on the Vaporshark DNAr. It is the newest version, which holds the 18650 in it instead of the LiPo pack. So far since I've had it a couple weeks, really put it through its paces, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. There are some issues that I have found with the box, but not a whole lot. And even though most of it's stuff that I really don't mind a whole lot, some people might, but I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and take a vape on it, give you a little bit of information about it, and we'll go from there with everything. I am running the Plumevel RDA clone, and I have it with a single coil in it, 28 gauge Canthal at 0.2 ohms, and as you can tell, it's performing quite well. Here is the packaging that I did receive it in. Right here you do have all the information on it that tells you that it does come with a Sony VTC4. I pulled mine out and replaced it with a Sony VTC5. It's powered by the Evolve DNA, which I'm not going to show you how to work the DNA because there's a ton of videos out there that show you how to work the DNA chip. It's 30 watts of power, micro USB charging, and then it has a spring-loaded 510 connector in it. It is gold-plated in the spring-loaded 510 connector, which I will show you. And then over here, it shows you all the modes, gives you a little bit more information. So you do have the information on the box on how to do a lot of the modes on it. The only real issues that I have found with this thing is not every single atomizer that you're going to use is going to set flush on it. As I showed you, the Plumevel, or as you could seen, the Plumevel did set flush on there. The Stellar, which has a little bit longer of a 510 connection, does not set flush at all. I do have, I think, at least one or two other atomizers that do have a little bit of the longer 510, like the Magma, that don't set flush. All of the tanks that I've used so far on it have set flush. I've used the Kangaroo Aero Tank Mega, the Nautilus Mini, and the regular Nautilus Aspire, and they all set extremely flush. I mean, just straight flush. The only other issues that I have had with the box is right here at the 510 connection, which here is the gold-plated 510 connection. The paint on the box is starting to come off. It does have these little gaps right here as well. Occasionally, you also can, which I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, you can hear a rattle if you shake the box. Other than that, I mean, some of it may be kind of nitpicking, but I'm just going by... I was actually driving down the road and had this thing up next to my head like this, and I actually heard the rattling is how I figured out that it did. The other problem, I'm going to see if it does it. It doesn't do it all the time, and it's done this with the VTC4 that came in it, plus this one, is sometimes whenever you push on that, it reads weak battery. It doesn't do it every single time that I do it. I have no clue what that might be. It's like I said, it's not a big problem. It's not in any way whatsoever messing with the performance of the mod, so it's not something that has really bothered me that much. If you guys give me 1 second, I'm going to take a drink real quick. Yes, you will notice the more of my videos you watch, and every time I do take a drink, I am drinking Gatorade. It's my preferred stuff to drink. But beyond that, we're going to go ahead and run over some of the information here, which I am going to read directly off of Vaporshark's website. There is a 120-day warranty on it, which I explained firsthand. This is designed by Vaporshark. It's powered by the Evolve DNA 30. The size of it is 3.25 inches in height, with a slim width of 1.6 inches and a depth of only 0.92 inches. 30 watts of power, spring-loaded 510, gold-plated 510 center pin, the Sony VTC4 that comes with it, which is a 2100 mAh battery. It has an 800 mAh USB pass-through charging. It is wirelessly charging upgradable. There is a thing they do have on their site where you can actually wirelessly charge this. It's piggyback board for USB, and it says the buttons are improved on it, which they do shake a little bit. I know that's what a lot of the shaking is whenever you're sitting there rattling it, is those buttons. But you actually do get another rattle in there sometime. Other than that, I've liked it pretty much the entire time I've had it. I do own that, another box mod. I do have a couple more coming for review. I am planning on trying to pick up a Hannah and to review for you guys, and I'm also going to try to pick up IVP to review for you guys as well. I'm having a hard time talking tonight, but let's try one more time, see if we can't get this thing to read. Weak battery. If not, I mean, it's like I said, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's not going to do it this time, but anyways, for the price point on this, it's not really that bad. It's $189, so it is under $200. It does come in the gunmetal, which I have, and the black. And you can get the shark skins for this as well. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably going to place it around a 7. And the reason why I'm going to place it around a 7 is mainly because of the cosmetic stuff, with the stuff that's got longer 510 connections sticking up off of it, the paint coming off down here. None of it, I mean, performance-wise, it is a very, very good mod. It's just the few cosmetic things is the only reason why it's not getting a 10. But if you're looking for a DNA and you don't have any issues with those problems, I would highly suggest this. This is a very, very good mod. But beyond that, guys, you have a good night and vape safe.